Hi there, Aidan from Enchiridion Chiropractic Training. So a bit of a hook to draw you in today. I'll be talking today about why I'm the most evidence-based vitalistic chiropractor. I'm proud of it. So recently I was at a seminar with two of my good friends, Chris Chippendale and Simon Billings. And Simon says that in his opinion, I am the most evidence-based vitalistic chiropractor. And if you know Chris Chippendale from patient-centered training, I will absolutely take that. I will absolutely take that. Because he's right. Here's the thing. Everything I do, everything I teach, everything I talk about, the way I think with each and every patient I see comes back to this one question: why? And that's why I accept the title of most evidence-based vitalistic chiropractor. So, what is the power of why? Really simple. Why does this patient hurt? Why did that technique that usually works work or not work? Why does the patient's pain come back every third Thursday after leg day and too much hummus? I don't know, but I do need to know. And I've always been that person that if you put something in front of me and say, now Aidan, whatever you do, leave this alone, don't touch it, I will go. Why? Because I'm telling you to, then I'll be dead honest with you, I have to touch and fiddle with it because curiosity has always driven me. Why is this the way it is? So don't ever, obviously, tell me not to touch something. However, as with most things in life, my greatest strength becomes my weakness. When I was younger, and I'm absolutely not recommending this sort of thing, I did some very interesting things to my own body in the name of I wonder what will happen. Knocking myself out on a bike by trying to take a jump too fast. Again, YouTube, full disclosure, not recommending this at all. I wonder what it was like to staple my own thumb, or what it's like when you lick your thumb and stick it in a light socket. And this is not me trying to show off. It's a warning. It's not cool. But I was curious. And unfortunately, for a long time, that curiosity messed with my head. Because I couldn't accept being told something. I needed to know that's absolutely fine. If you tell me what to do or what not to do, tell me the why. Tell me the why. If you do this, will happen. If you do this, this will not happen. Now, that possibly may have made me rebel or appear rebellious, but what it meant was that no one could tell me why the rules mattered. And once I knew why, then I'll be honest with you, my life became a lot easier because now I know why people don't recommend something. However, I've now channeled that internal chaos, shall we say, and when someone presents with pain, of course, I listen to them. If they're complaining of pain in their knee, I'll listen to what they're saying. But I'm also trying to understand, why is the knee hurting? Is the knee hurting because the knee's the problem? Is the knee hurting because it's a reflection of some other problem elsewhere? Is that nutritional, chemical? Is it physical? So is it somewhere else, on the same side of the body, on a different side of the body? Is it how they sit, how they stand? Is it a reflection of a deeper neurological or organic issue? Is it an emotional problem? Is there pain in the knee coming because they're so stressed? Is it a movement pattern response? Is it a stress response or a lifestyle issue? I genuinely don't know why is what enables me to get to the point where I go, okay, so this person has knee pain. Why? Now, a great man once said to me that if all you have in your toolbox is a hammer, then everything begins to look like a nail. So the adjustment is not the only tool in the box, and it, to me, is the main tool. I am of the opinion that as a chiropractor, that is the HVLA, if delivered well to a specific location in a specific direction, is insurmountable in its technical ability to correct multiple dysfunctions, but that's for another video. So the adjustment may be the tool, but the why tells me how to use it, where to use it, and when to use it. So again, if someone says, oh, I burned my thumb cooking, great, that's the what. Why did they burn their thumb? Were they distracted? Or can they not feel temperature? So have they got some sort of neurological dysfunction? Do they maybe just have poor grip strength? So as a clinician, what you've absolutely got to do is think beyond the surface. Someone, like I said, comes to you with knee pain or I burnt my thumb. They've already told you what they've done. They've told you they burnt their thumb. They've told you they've hurt their knee. I did it when going upstairs or downstairs. Great. Why is their knee hurting? Why did they burn their thumb? So, at the minute, again, mentioning Chris, there could be a fourth wave of chiropractic. I think we have two polar camps who both are so entrenched in their current methods of thinking that they believe that their people in the opposite camp are their enemy. But actually, I think for a lot of people, we have more in similar with our opposite number than differences. I don't see vitalism and evidence-based practice being opposite. I actually think they're essential partners. Evidence-based will explain the how, vitalism the why. And if we can, as a profession, get those two parts to work together, then that will create chiropractic at its very best, which is about a connection. The connection between structure, function, past trauma, present pain, the nervous system, and dare I say it, even the soul. We are part of this amazing planet. We're part of it. We're not separate from it. We think we are, and yet we're still made of the same essential atoms as a tree, parts of a tree, a dog. I'm looking out my window at the grass, at the trees, at the birds. My dog's on the couch. We're still all part of that. We do not have to consider ourselves as being separate. There is no vitalism versus evidence. It's both. So what does that mean for you, good people? Well, quite frankly, it's what drives my mission. Why? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because my why is that I want to help you become a better clinician by asking better questions. That means I will challenge you. If you do something because that's the way you were shown it in college, fine, not a problem. But why were you shown it that way in college? I'm reminded of the story, which I know I've told to some people before, of a child who goes to a mother and says, "Why'd you cut the head off the fish?" And the mother says, "I cut the head off the fish because that's what my mother taught me." So the child and her mother go to the grandmother and say, "Why did you cut the head off the fish?" And the grandmother says, "Because that's what my mother showed me." So they go to the great-grandmother and ask the same question. And the great-grandmother says, that's because what my mother showed me. And then they finally get to the great-great-grandmother, who can only just about hear and reply to the question. And she says, we cut the head off the fish because that's the only way it fits in the oven. And if that's you, that's cool. Don't worry about it. But ask the question, why? Why am I doing this? Anyone can, I think, learn to adjust. I'll be honest with you, you will never see videos of me adjusting because I think it is disrespectful to our patients and our profession and is missing the point. It is reducing us down to one thing. I am not an adjusting monkey. Maybe I am. The adjustment is just a how. The why, if you want to serve people, to connect to those people, if you want to serve yourself and connect to yourself, if you want to inspire yourself and others, then you need a why. Why is this person? Why this moment? Why this technique? And if you can get a handle on that, in my opinion, remember what my opinion is about opinions, that's where mastery begins. So, to close, mastery in chiropractic, in my opinion, begins with why. So yeah, am I an evidence-based vitalistic chiropractor? To be fair, thanks Chris, I'll definitely take that. You need to make me a little badge that I can annoy people with. Don't just fix things. Understand them. Really get into it. Enmesh yourself in the issue. You'll have so much fun. You really will. If this video resonated with you, please hit the like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, hit the ring bell, And remember, stay curious, stay informed, stay why, and I'll see you either at my next seminar or you can watch me when I make this into a short. So, bye-bye. Aidan from Enchiridion Chiropractic Training signing out.